Hello, 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 beautiful people of the internet. My name is Whelsko, and today we're gonna take a look at the Season 4 Battle Pass, as you can call it. I don't know if they exactly call it the Battle Pass. In Fallout 76, that's a game that was infamous, and I recently picked it up with a buddy. Well, I picked it up pretty cheap, it was only 13 bucks, which is of course something to mention. This game has a premium entry fee, so that basically means that we have to pay the money in order to access it. And that's an interesting one, because this battle pass doesn't actually cost any money, or at least not any microtransactions, currency, in this case atoms. In most other games it will cost the like 10 euros usually in the equivalent of their in-game currency, which here it isn't the case, which I find interesting and very nice, because this creates player engagement, and that's something very, very important in almost any game, especially a multiplayer game like this, where you want people to basically log in as much as they want. And I must say, from all the battle passes that we have, or that I've seen at least, this one, in terms of presentation, I mean, it's ranking as one of the best. So, now the problem with the Fallout 76 is it's a little bit pay to win. It's not that grievous pay to win, which simply means that the pay to win that is here, it's hard to say if it's that bad. It's definitely not like in the mobile games where literally, you know, paying to win, you know, you have to wait 6 hours in order to play further. Not here at all. It does definitely give you a boost. It's mainly, as you can see with the little icons, is the Fallout First. That's the premium subscription that is monthly. That one definitely is, you know, on top of it, because you first have to pay an entry fee and then you have to pay a monthly subscription. Now that one is definitely pay to win, but that's a topic for another day. So assuming you log in daily and do your dailies, they're not that hard. You probably can, if you're fast and if you have everything you need, and if you're a higher level player, you can probably knock these one out in, I would say, a few minutes, almost 20 minutes maybe, depends. Well, maybe do like half an hour or something. So let's get started at it with it simple. Also, one that I noticed, most of the filler content in here is actually useful. So that one is very, very nice. Start, of course, we have an icon, this filler thing that's, I don't know if it's a good open. And definitely know Fortnite always has like very strong openers. And in this case it's just an icon for your character. So this one is interesting. Basically it gives you a bunch of materials for free, and it has very low weight, so that's what I mean with like pay to win. In this case you didn't even pay for the battle pass, so like anybody can unlock all of these. But they include a bunch of materials, but the crate that it comes in is weighs way less, and inventory management in this game is huge. It weighs way less than all the materials that are in it. So that means, you could say it's a pay-to-win element, but again, everybody can get it. So it's a nice care package, and it's like actually useful. Not all the materials in there is everybody's gonna be as useful, but there's definitely something. And just for playing the game, getting some free stuff that otherwise you have to go to this place to farm, and then this place to farm another thing from it. That time adds up. Garrett Booster, again, inventory management is huge. And this is one of those things, when you got a big haul, you can drag it over. And that's what I find so interesting about this battle pass. It's all the benefits that it can give you, which in most games, of course, we do the battle pass of multiplayer games, so you can't really give any benefits, because that's bad, okay? This one is probably that I have to make another video up. This is one of the things. In order to get honey, you have to go to specific places, and you have to like look through the forest, and it's, I wouldn't say pain in the ass, but it's definitely what you can call a grind. This basically you put down in your camp, and you can basically skip that grind if you just empty it out on time. And there's also one daily quest, for example, that is basically collect 10 honey a day, and that means that in that case, if you just have this, you basically place it down, you farm it up, and then daily you go over there. This is just something to put on the backpack. It's very nice. Definitely what I did notice, as with any battle pass, you can rank it up, and I did it with like a bunch of these at last. The rank up is really weird because it basically doesn't say what you're gonna rank up to, and that's definitely a criticism that I would have, and that's kind of bad because of like, I mean, you know, if we're here, so you know, if we're here and we want to rank up, the example will be showing, and you definitely would see what I mean. That would be better because otherwise people might accidentally level it up. But then again, a guy who got a nice Christmas light for your camp, and that's a benefit that another benefit that Fallout has in this case. Basically, you can build your own home little thingy, and that's something that in multiplayer games and MMOs and stuff, where basically places where you can have your own house, your own little place to call home. That's perfect because then you can add things like this, the filler content, and that filler content is way more meaningful than what we saw with in Fortnite, for example, like spray paints and stuff like that. The tadpole badge, extremely important for possibly the worst quest designs that I've possibly seen. I mean, I don't know if it's the worst of the worst, but it's definitely the worst of the game. And it's one even very important because it allows you to craft a backpack, which gives you more inventory, which you need because inventory management is a big part of this game. The premium currency in question, that's also something that Fallout does very well. You get a lot of premium currencies, and you can either use it to spend in the store, or you can use it to spend up here. And the beautiful part about it is, what they've very well done is you don't have to grind, like, you don't have to pay for the battle pass. So all of this is free premium currency. You still have to pay like 13 bucks, of course, to access the content, and hopefully they hope with that you spend money so you get in the item shop. So like, because this gives you more than Fortnite and all these other guys do. But in Fortnite and stuff, you have to pay for it. Bottle caps, in-game currency, just the money to spend in-game. Nice looking skin. Definitely clean, maybe not the most. Another care package, the same. In this case, you know, it weighs very little. It weighs the same as the medium one, I think. But the materials are way more, so if you, for example, have a lot of materials, you can stop these babies in your inventory and just forget about them until you need something about it. Another icon. The icons here are also way more useful than in other games, because here, if you hover over somebody or you join a team or something, everybody sees the icon. So that means the icons have a lot of value, which means, generally speaking, these would be filler content, but in this case, the icon is basically a part of your identity. Let's see if I, in this case, I'm playing with this dude over there in the bottom corner, and he has the free pride flag, a rainbow. I don't know, man. There are so many colors that it's insane to keep track. But either way, that's and it was Pride Month. Everybody got the free flag, naturally. Perk packs, very nice, because then you don't have to level up as much to get your complete build, or you can spend them to get perk coins, which is important for the end game, your end game build. This is true filler content. This is about the only thing that I would say is filler content. First of all, worst part about it is I don't think there's any snow in the game. I'm not sure about it, but I don't think there's any snow in the game. So, generally speaking, skiing, you would, what do you call it? To ski, you need snow. But the thing is also, not a lot of people use photo mode, I think. I don't think that's a very, I wouldn't say a good addition, it's a perfect addition to the game. and that's a genius one even at that. But the thing is, this is gonna be like for that 1% of players that actually care and actually make a lot of photos. This one is not a flaw for the cam building, and then again, normally this would be filler content, in some shitty, or not shitty, but like a nice like graffiti spray or something, which nobody would use. But in this case, it's a floor that you can build your camp out, and you might not like the floor, but at least the option is there, and there are people that will build this in their camp. Lunchbox gives you a random boost and an XP boost to everybody near, and that's what, if they were only for yourself, they definitely wouldn't be worth it, and definitely would be like pay to win. The question then becomes is, it's pay to win, but generally these get popped right before a big event where everybody is gathering for XP, and if they get popped, like, it's kind of hard to pop them for yourself if everybody's standing next to you. So in that way, they are encouraged to share. So one might buy hundreds of these, and every time he goes to an event, pop a few of these out. And yes, you can skip the grind with them. The question is, are they that necessary? Don't know. It's a nice addition. People like to go a little bit faster with leveling. Also, the music is playing in a constant loop. I really like the music. You might go insane of it, but I mean, I could turn it off, but I really like the theme of it. That's again, I really like the theme of this one from season 4. It fits perfectly in the whole Fallout lore. No idea what the hell is going on though. It looks nice though. In season 5, apparently they're gonna do something with dolphin hybrids and time traveling. I think that's where they completely lose it. This should be, or this is supposed to be a story, but we'll know about that one, Chief. This is probably one of the minor things about it. Basically, you have these power armor paints, which, you know, look decent. But the problem is, this is the only one you're getting, except for one other. This is the only one you're getting. Simply because this one is, you have like 5 different types of power armor in the game, of course, and this one is the same as all the other ones. You see? Like, this is actually perfect. They're in a straight line. This one is basically the same one for the other power armor. So it's a little bit of an empty reward. This is true filler, but generally speaking, nobody cares about it because they're like icon and things nobody uses. Power armor is something that's classic Fallout. You don't have Fallout without the power armor. Then we have, of course, scrap kits. These ones are interesting, and another one of those pay to win mechanics. Again, you get them for free, and there wasn't that much of a situation where I was ever in that I was like, I really need hundreds of these. They're basically, again, handy if you don't want to go to your camp and scrap everything and send it back to your base. They're quite handy, but to say that they're overpowered, they do, technically they're pay to win. But again, you get them for free. And every day in the item shop, you get like one, or like sometimes you get this one for free, sometimes like the weapon repair kit. You know, they cost like, we're gonna keep it simple. One atom is $1, so $1, €1, whatever your currency in question is. They basically cost 50 cents each. Of course, they want you to buy loads of these, so 10 euros would be like, you know, 40 lunchboxes. 5 euros would be 15 repair kits. In this case, you can get 40 scrap kits, the one we were talking about, for $800. If you really want to go for it, I guess it's worth it if you really have disposable income. But again, the chances of you needing those are very slim, and you can always look up where to get, you know, the closest crafting station where you can scrap it all yourself. So yeah, other than that, would say pretty good. It's again, like, I really like these it's just convenience, that's all. Another item. And then of course we have the legendary scripts. These are a pain in the ass to farm. Basically you can farm 150 a day, so this is... you can get, I would say you can get 200 more if you play like 2 or 3 hours a day. Which is, you know, quite a decent amount for a lot of people, so most people don't really get to the 200 mark. Apparently they're gonna up the limit, but if you only can get 200 in a day, max, you know, assuming you don't have any obligations or stuff, it's pretty worth it to, again, it's one of such a nice reward, not filler. This is probably filler. I mean, who wants to have a backpack flare? And also, if you ever change your backpack to something else, the skin of the backpack, these might be floating in the air. That's such a typical Bethesda thing. This is filler content, fireworks. It's okay. I mean, this is a I really like joke in here, sponsored by Porter Dinner. If you know the Fallout universe, you basically know that you can get... This is like a carnival attraction, and if you win the carnival attraction, you get a perfectly preserved pie. So in terms of, you know, referencing the lore and stuff and like being in a universe, 10 out of 10 on that one. A mannequin to show off your armor and clothing. Again, I mean, I'm guessing most Fallout players that play will be able to get here pretty easily, even if you play very little, because this is rank. I can't see which rank it is, but let's say 20 or 23 or something. In the 2 months or 3 months or something that it probably takes, it's definitely easy to get. It's one of those things, if you missed it, you kind of missed it, and that's what really sucks about having these battle passes. In this case, because there isn't really an alternative to my knowledge for such a thing, and if you want to display your armor, yeah, you're gonna need something like this, you know. Perk packs, again, free coins, which you need to get late game level. Again, this you could say, either it gives you, let's put it this way, you have to level up less in order to build your build. You have to level up less, which is a nice thing. Again, it skips the grind. So basically, by just leveling up, you do the battle pass. You achieve more of the battle pass. So by leveling up, you achieve a bigger rank in the battle pass, and because that's the nice thing, you don't have to do dailies and weeklies, challenges only. You can just play the game and get it through XP. Now, this is of course way less, but still. If you played since the beginning of when this came out, it's doable, you know, it's not out of reach. You can grind and you can get, of course, items through doing in-game challenges, which is nice. Again, same paint, not much to say. It's unfortunate, some people would rather have it, of course, that this paint is basically like, you have it, you unlock it here, for example, and it's for all the power armors, which for in some cases it is. But I understand Bethesda, like, they need to have filler content. They can't just give everything premium because the game needs to make money. If the game doesn't need to make money, it's not gonna end well. Money makes the world go round and keeps the serving alive. Now, because the thing is though, you might say, well, they released it in such a shit state, do they even deserve the money? That's the question. But in this case, I would say they're pretty, at this point, they're pretty well going to redeem themselves if they keep going like this. I don't know, or if they keep improving the experience, because I mean, I had quite a good time, didn't encounter that many bugs. We're 2 or 3 years further, maybe, I don't know how many. So yeah, Starburst brick really looks fancy, really looks nice. These windows, for example, I think they also were from a different Battle Pass season, so theoretically nobody can unlock them anymore, which is unfortunate. But 150 atoms, again free. So at this point we're at 450. 450. That's, you know, it's good. Some gold bullion, these things are also a pain in the butt to farm. You can get 200 a day, or you can buy them, and you can buy like 300 a week, so 200 a day and 300 a week. So this is basically a week, almost a week's worth of, or a daily worth of the endgame currency, which you buy all the big endgame plans with. So that's quite, again, amazing reward, especially endgame, because if you played endgame this game, you know this is grinding. A simple outfit. It's a nice outfit. One unfortunate thing, it doesn't protect you from bees, which in all honesty kinda should. If it protected you from the bees, like in game, because bees can attack you, then it would have been perfect. But unfortunately it is not. So here we were. Also, one more thing that Bethesda always does is baiting people. You see the outfit, you see the helmet, the hat. The hat is separate. That one is to come. You only get this thing. You don't get this thing. You get this thing. That's an important notice. You know, but I mean they're not far apart, so I don't mind it that much. A carry weight booster. For half an hour, 50 carry weight. That's nice. If you wanna go on a loot run, you pop one of these and you have some extra carry weight. Per cards. Again, makes leveling up easier. Like if you pay 15 bucks a month for this, it's not a nice extra reward, I would say. Because again, same with the skiing. Like, who's gonna use it? I don't really have seen a. Maybe there's some popular pictures going around with these, but doubt. Very nice flamer skin. Again, everybody's having these. The weapon skin. These are the favorites, you know. These are the big items on the menu. Some more level up lunchboxes. Again, same skin with power armor. I think they added this one in this game and not Fallout 4. This is a useless filler item. Apparently, you know, in this game, of course, you have to eat, you have to drink, or you will suffer debuffs. These are not, they don't matter that much. But this thing basically apparently doesn't work. And this would allow you to not have to drink and eat for half an hour more. Again, 3 items, that's 600 if I'm correct. Bunch of caps, quite a lot of caps. If you just sell to NPC vendors, the daily limit is 1400. You can do 2500 is a good source of income. The hat, again, not the outfit, only the hat. Another repair kit. This basically, normally you need to go, when your weapons break, you need to go to a weapon workbench to repair these. But in this case, you don't have to do that. You can just do it in the field, as I say. Again, I don't think anybody, or a lot of people are gonna buy these. I don't think anybody needs them. Especially because, like, you can get a crafting perk that basically repairs them for so much longer, and then you basically don't have any issues with it. Never use this one. I use photo mode. I try to use photo mode quite a lot. Again, nice perk pack. Basically, every 5 levels you get one for free. So if you know, get level 5 or level 10, you should have 2 of these. So, and of course the first members get 3 extra XP boost. The weapon skin, the Armoured Ace, looks nice. I really like him. They can't go too flashy, of course, because in the end it's supposed to apocalypse. So they can't do it, you know, they can't make these skins like super bombastic and super crazy. They have to fit the game a little bit. This is basically something that makes you trip out. So I can respect that. It's good filler content. It's fun for 1 or 2 times. Again, same power armor. Adams! This is nice as Adams. This one is an important one for everybody to collect because basically this is a machine, a robot that collects scrap for you. And scrap, of course, is the main item to get all your materials. So this is a big one because it basically farms materials for you. And it's quite a lot, in my opinion. So most people, if they get to here, I think that's the most important one because this is definitely also one of those pay to win elements. Again, the scrap he provides is it's hard to say if it's a lot. The question is, do you need all of it? No. If you go out for 5 minutes, you get what he does. But if every time you come back to your camp and you empty his stuff out, that's every time you basically save 5 minutes. So it's not that intrusive. That's what I'm like. 5 minutes doesn't matter. In mobile games, for example, yes, you need to wait 12 hours in order to upgrade your camp, for example. Then it would be, you know, pay here now and you can pay 150 items and you can skip that. That's not here. In mobile games it is. So there's 5 extra minutes and sometimes the junk you get is you don't even need.
Share the word with every nation.
Again, Legendary script, another resource that you have to farm less about. Garrett Booster, against the 3rd one, very nice. Commissioner Chaos, lovely icon, seems to be low quality for some reason. Might be me, but hey. This one is a very nice one. But it's, you know, it's a weird one because people probably would like him. And there's also a dungeon floor. Oh wow. There is a dungeon floor. Yeah, naturally. This is the wall, this is the floor. I would say the floor is nicer than the wall, so in that case, this is basically the only problem with it. Some rewards are exclusive, some rewards you gotta pay extra for. So, yeah. It's a hard one. It's a hard one to just like, is this justified that people who pay 15 bucks a month get this one? Yeah, in terms of a business perspective, it absolutely is. In fact, it probably would have been better and of course, if you press enter, ooh, Steam popped open. Then you go straight to the money page. So I think the next season they're gonna do this a lot more. Which I'm afraid of, because if they start doing that too much and start filling it with paints all the same, then the value of the battle pass becomes a lot less. But like that, nice skin for the power armor station. It really looks thematic. I really like thematic things. Free level up boost. Most of these scrap kits, more of them. I still have 5 of them and I'm a hoarder like crazy. Adams, gold bouillon. This is the outfit that goes along with the hat that we saw earlier. I've seen quite a few people wear these, so that's nice. Nuclear keycards. Basically, in order to launch nuke, you need a nuclear keycard. These are not the easiest to come by. Well, one usually is, because you have to down the choppers that fly around. You need to be high level to do that. This saves you again on a bunch of grind, and if there's one team that I definitely can find in this battle pass, it skips the grind. It gives you, yeah, more advantages, I guess. Again, Lunchbox, another nice skin for the power fist, lovely weapon. if that's fancy fancy. Repair kit, not paint. Golden toilet, because why not? Hilarious. Love it. Okay. At least you can shit in comfort when you get this far. Adams, another 500 capsules, quite a lot. A flare that I love a little bit more than the other ones. The other ones were kind of basic, but power arm is like an iconic. You know, you want the merchandise of that one. Definitely worth it. Garrett Booster. Again, skiing. Street posted skiing. This is like the only filler content that's in the game. Is there another one here? No, so I mean, in terms of battle pass, I swear to God, it's one of the best ones I've ever seen. This one is really high valuable for the players in question. This is how you get loyal people. This is how you get. This is what this, because we already got one of those. But this is how you get loyal people, man. Basically it gives you more value than most other battle passes.
Armoured Ace.
I mean, yeah. Because even I had it, like, I want to fucking grind this. At first I was like, I need this one, very important one, you know, and then of course I got it. And then, you know, I was like, what else do I want, you know? And I'm like checking it out, because that's also a thing. The presentation on this wise, perfect. Well, not perfect, the rank up thingy was a little bit messed up. What does tutorials do? Welcome to seasons. And of course you get limited time only. This is the comic book, because this one has a little bit of a story to it. Fortnite does it too. Most of the battle passes don't mind. Don't bother with it. See, this is like the legendary award, but like I would say the golden toilet is this one is a rare award, but I would say this is a legendary award. What might be better, like, I know the legendary rewards, they're like gold, but like, in all honesty, I look far more forward to these ones, and a lot of players will, than, oh wow, another paint for the T65 in this case. Another floor, very nice if you want to get the bunker. Perfect bubblegum, bugged out. So this one and the poses, so that's like maybe 5 or 6 rewards in total that are not useful. But that like nobody's gonna use basically. Maybe we should make that the rating system of the battle pass. How many items of the battle pass people actually use? Dungeon floor, again, I really like the floor, really like the texture of it. Again, you miss out on the wall if you don't pay extra, but I'll definitely check in the future whether Fallout First is worth it, because it's a very interesting perception. More repair kits, more icon, you know the drill by now. Skip grind, a nice for the getting later, I think. Yeah, nice skin. Another one of those boosts. Okay, this one people also probably aren't fun of, so I would say 9 or 10 items on the battle pass are basically filler content, which generally speaking you want to have most of it if you want to be lazy. But if you don't want to be lazy, you want to have as much value as you can possibly bring, and that's what this one does. It might be little rewards, but still better rewards than, again, the prime example is the Fortnite tags, you know, like 1 or 2 of the tags get used, or the emotes, and the other ones nobody really cares. The dances probably, you know, there was a big part of Fortnite, and some people did it, but there's the one use buying, and then of course we got this one. Very nice looking skin, but this is what I meant, like, this is for all the power armors at once. So that's the only thing I would say is, okay, yeah, these paints are probably useless, especially if you get these ones. So in all, let's say 15 to 20 are useless. Still, 15 is probably better. Another wallpaper, very nice. Makes your thingy look metallic. Atoms, gold beyond, legendary backpack. This is especially nice if you go a heavy build or you go flamer build. Makes you go all team and lore and role playing. Definitely encountered one role player, so that's nice. A bunch of loot boxes, lunchboxes. 15x. Most of them were 3 if you wanna wonder. So this is a lot. This is super nice. I think basically the beer steins or something is a collectible that basically gets every season. So if you play like multiple seasons, this one would probably be quite a lot. Per coins. Basically, this is the equivalent of leveling up 25 times. Where the levels are all, basically every level has the same amount of XP. So, I mean, still it's 25 less levels you got to go. Like at the end, they're really upping the rewards here, and I really like that. Really forces players to like log in extra and get extra playtime out of it and try to grind. Definitely got one. This is an exclusive skin for the again, that only Fallout First members get to get. So that one definitely worth it if you get it. If you get Fallout First, man. It's a good thing we're gonna wrap up. Another outfit with the blue. I mean, it's technically the same hat, just a different color. They have to save resources somewhere. I completely understand it, and this is a great way to give your players extra options, or maybe the illusion of extra options if you want to create a bell pass of your own. 3 carry weight boosters. Generally speaking, we got only 1, so I think we got 4 in total over here, and then 3 here at the end. So it's really wrapping up. Legendary award. This is actually a legendary award instead of fucking paints everywhere. Then a Brotherhood of Steel inventory statue. If you're one of those die-hard role players who likes Brotherhood of Steel and all their fancy thingies, the Pride, the flagship carrier faction of the Fallout franchise. This is... I mean, I wish they would have made power armor. It would have been more iconic, but then again, still nice. And I think you can interact with it, that if you press on it, it does something. And then of course we have the same recolor of the of the other power armor skin we already seen. All in all, I'm telling you, presentation wise, one of the best. In terms of value, one of the best. There are a few nitpickings, of course. It isn't perfect, but like, you don't have to pay for this one. So, and you get free items. I think if Bethesda wants to continue this and keep going for it, I think most of the money comes from Fallout First memberships and maybe not Atom shops. Atom shops, the Atom shop we're definitely gonna take a look at. So, I mean, it helps you skip a lot of the grind and it gives you a lot of conveniences. You could wonder, like, shouldn't the developers not have put the inconveniences in the first place? But in terms of psychology, it's always to add or give something to add than rather punish them, which these bonuses actually do. It would be like, what I mean with that is like, you know, let's take the lunchboxes for example. If you have Fallout First, you get extra lunchboxes, which makes you skip, because these only last for an hour, by the way. So it makes you, and you generally pop 3 at once. So basically that's like an hour of double XP for you because you paid $15 a month. And you only get like, how many would that be in total, man? I don't know. How many would that be in total? Okay, let's say you get 12 out of these. I don't want to count them precisely, but okay, let's say you get 12 out of these. So that would be a 75% XP bonus for 4 hours in total. If you play 2 months, I mean, that's just a little boost. That isn't like taking away. It's not like you get. I think the what's it called? I know there was a game, Star Wars of the Old Republic. Until you get full XP until you go to level 20, but after you hit level 20, you only get half of the experience than a paying member would when I played it. That's instant quit. I instant quit. Like, why would I play with a disadvantage? You know, why would I keep playing if I get punished for it? So, and again, like, these were the dailies at the end. They definitely changed, and this was then the daily for another event that was going on to celebrate the new expansion. But all in all, this was. I really wish you could zoom out more. It's too, you know, would be nice to get a full overview of it. Either way, this was Battle Pass. This was taking a look at Fallout 76 Season 4 Battle Pass, which comes with the game if you have the base game. Really good, really great way to keep daily or keep users coming back over and over and over again, daily logging into the game. And yeah, just all in all, superb Battle Pass. I really loved it. Like, if you need a Battle Pass for your game, look into this stuff. It's not always as easy, because they have got the advantage of having a world instead of like Battle Royale has, or like Counter-Strike has, with like matchmaking and stuff. But definitely worth it. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Business Behind Gaming. And we took another look at this marvelous thing, which it might sound bad for business, but this is the way to keep your customers coming back. It doesn't cost you any. Well, it costs money to develop, but you know, your customers are coming back and over and over and again. And then the whole idea with a strategy like this is, you come over, they come, you know, customers come daily in, they like get engaged with your world, and because they're engaged with your world, they will eventually, hopefully, spend a little bit more money in the item store, in the item shop, or in Fallout First in this case, which is, it's quite expensive, but it also gives you a lot of benefits. That's a separate video. This one has been going on for long enough. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you liked it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.